Here we go, our beautiful midday stream. Welcome, my friends, to the Game Time Night channel where we are getting it in, day out, no matter what. And today we have a beautiful treat for you, my friends. Beautiful treat. Another old school gym. I can't promise how much of it we're going to play, but we are going to be getting in on it for a little bit while we're waiting on our next project, which is in the works. And I've yet to see any, comments on what we would like to play next on our playthrough. I'm really leaning heavily towards the Dark Souls 3. However, there's so much going on with Baldur's Gate 3 that, it's kind of up in the air too, to be honest. But I'm interested in what you would think. Either one I've never played before. Well, Baldur's Gate 3, of course, because it just came out. But also Dark Souls 3, I haven't played that game yet. I'm an OG Souls guy. I played Demon Souls on the PlayStation 3 way back before there was even such a thing as Dark Souls. So I'm cut from that cloth, if that makes sense. But we have a nice little gem here for you today, my friends. We are going to be hitting up an old game from 1997, which is a rare game. It's a turn-based strategy game, and it's based on the Civil War from way back in the day, called Grant Lee Sherman Civil War Generals 2. It's the second installment. They had the first one that came out in 95, and it was okay. But the second one, it's a much smoother game experience, and it's just a fun strategy game to play. So, old game, it was based on Windows, back in Windows 3.1 operating system / Win 95. And if you're going to try and get this game and play this game on a modern computer, good luck. That's all I can say. I have found a gentleman, a company that I still can't remember the name. I'll have to get it up for y'all and put it in the description later. But I was able to purchase the game through them, and they had a downloadable link of a patched version that is able to operate on newer systems. So, Grant Lee Sherman, Civil War Generals 2. So, we're just going to play this game for a little while till we're working on formulating our next project. It's a beautiful game. I've spent many hours playing this game. It is a lot of fun. So, when you come in, well, we can go back here. When you come in, you get the main screen here. You can edit your own battles too. It's kind of cool. And campaigns. It has several campaigns to pick from. And each campaign is it has as far as historical context, if you say you pick this Peninsula campaign, it's going to have several of the battles inside of this campaign that took place on the peninsula, if that makes sense. Grand Western Theater. So this is going to include a lot of battles that took place in the West. And back then in the West, it was considered, not that far west. Mississippi and stuff. You have the Atlanta campaign. It includes all of these battles. There's about 8 or 9 of them that happened around the Atlanta area. So you kind of get the gist of it. We're going to go with the Civil War. And the description on this campaign, this is the big one. Every battle in both theaters is linked and cross-linked in intricate fashion. Your performance in each battle will determine where your army must fight next. Usually automatically, but sometimes you will face choices. So you can go back to the main menu and look at the battles. You have a list of all the historical battles here. At least the major ones from the Civil War, so there's a lot. So when you play the Civil War campaign, it will pretty much cover most of those. For example, like say you get to Vicksburg. You see like there's 3 assaults. First assault, second assault, third assault. Depending on how you played the mission previously, how good you did, depends on which one that you play. So that's kind of how it goes. There's also alternate battles too, like let's say Fredericksburg here. There's several variations of the Fredericksburg battle, and you'll play whichever one. It changes the placement of units and how much you got and all this stuff. It kind of depends on your performance, prior performance. So we will go with the basic Civil War campaign, which is basically the whole war here. And first we need to fix our mouse pad because that is a joke. How that cord is acting. Okay. Get that a little untangled here. And we'll do a little sound check too. Make sure everything's coming good. I'm pretty sure it is, but there might be an echo for a minute. Yeah, so it sounds pretty good. I might volume the game down a little bit here, and we'll see how that sounds. And you pick which side you want. You can command the Union Army or command the Confederate Army. So we will start with command the Union Army here. This is the big one. Every battle in both theaters is linked and cross-linked in intricate fashion. Your performance in each battle will determine where your army must fight next, usually automatically, although sometimes you will face choices. This full war campaign will almost never play out the same way twice. Although due to Civil War generals' attention to historical detail, victory is somewhat weighted toward the real-life winners. Play as the Union and try to avoid the North's early embarrassments in the Eastern Theater. Play as the South and attempt to do well in the West as the Confederacy did in the early East. Whether you choose to fight for federalism or the integrity of a great nation, or to establish your own homeland and defend your way of life, you face a long and torturous path to victory. So it's got the 2 main commanders here. So turn 1 out of 21. So this first mission here, you get 21 turns. So first thing I like to do is I prefer to zoom out. They give you a little mini map here. I kind of put it off to the side as much as I can. We can zoom in for a little bit, but the bigger battles you get, the more you want to zoom out. So these are our units up here. And we can already see some of the enemy units here. And as each mission goes on, there will be reinforcements pouring in. So it's a treat, this game. You have this command tent option here. And you can click on one of the guys here and it'll tell you a reinforcement report. So if we click forward in time, and you'll see about 5-6 turns from now, we'll get this infantry regiment and they will come in right here. The turn after that, we'll get an infantry and an artillery from up there. You can kind of see on the mini map where your reinforcements are going to come in at throughout the mission. So we're slowly going to be getting trickling of reinforcements on this mission. But the command tent here, it'll show you your casualty report, You just have to click on any one of these guys here. Our objective report. Historical Battle of Blackburn's Ford. Union forces approached the ford, hoping to mount an attack on the rebels' weak right flank. Union troops should only attempt to cross the ford under the cover of friendly artillery fire. This should be done by shelling the rebel fortifications and artillery from the natural artillery platform on the north side of the river, until they begin to withdraw, setting the stage for an infantry assault. The rebel forces should let the Federals come to them. Hopefully this will cause the Union to feel overconfident, causing them to get bottled up along the fords. At this time, the rebels should mass artillery and rifle fire on individual units, causing the attack to be quickly changed into a rout. And it's a lot of historical context in here in this game, you know. It gives you a lot of details from the actual war. On July 18, 1861, a Union reconnaissance force came across 2 Confederate brigades guarding this crossing on Bull Run. The rebels repulsed the Federals, inflicting 78 casualties, despite losses of their own totaling 68 men. The South claimed this warm-up to the First Battle of Bull Run as an important victory for its effect on Moraine. At this early stage of the war, neither side had an inkling of the casualties that would follow, or how minor the affair at Blackburn's Ford would come to seem by comparison. It was considered a major battle at the time it was fought. So, back to the game here. So, you pretty much, the majority of your units in this game, we'll pull up the menu here too. The majority of the units on this game are infantry or artillery units. You do have some cavalry units and some commanding officer units, but generally it's infantry and artillery. So when you click on this first infantry here, for example, we can see his name is I.B. Richardson, the commander of this unit. It has 27 firepower. These bullets here represent the ammunition that it has. When that starts getting low, you're going to need for them to rest and resupply. That tells you the move points remaining for this turn. And this is a nice feature for back then. It kind of tells you just looking at the picture here, you can tell the entire condition of this unit. The organization, it's pretty high. The health is pretty high, it's green. The morale is slightly low. And the unit type, this over here, this green and light green bar here, that represents the amount of troops in here. So right now there's 574. If this unit gets about down to here, this should read about, let's say 280 or so. It'll show you, this will go down as the total number of troops in that unit go down. Just like this artillery, there's 40 men in this unit, and it's got plenty of everything. So that's kind of how you tell what each unit's got. So we've got a pretty nice force here. Biggest thing on this game, if you're playing this game, which actually are options. We're not going to watch any of the video clips when they play, because it kind of really slows the game down when you do that. But the big tactic on this game is you really want to try and envelop units, because especially when you start playing the big campaign like this, you want to envelop the unit and completely destroy it and capture it. That way you get all of the supply from it. So up top you can see our supply is 10,000. So if I was to like rest and resupply this unit, that number will go down. I know I'm doing a lot of explaining at the beginning, but you know, get it out of the way now. And we can explain as we go. So we'll get situated here. Okay. So we've only got 21 turns. So we're at the disadvantage because he's kind of camped out down here in this beautiful ground down here south of the river. He's already got his units set up. That little those little shovel symbols indicate that they are dug in. So he's kind of already set up down here. And us, we're way up here. We kind of have to march to him. So we're going to start moving our units down towards him. I can zoom out a little bit here. I'll be zooming in and out as the game progresses. So we're going to start moving towards him so we can start engaging the enemy. So our move, everybody has moved this turn, so we'll go ahead and end turn. And then the computer will do his turn. And now it's turn 2 out of 21. So that's kind of how it goes, you know. It's you really can you really get this speed up through the game as you get more used to it. But it's this game is a lot of fun. You know, this is like this is one of those rare treats that you just don't see nowadays as far as turn-based strategy games. You know, back in the day they did a good job with the turn-based strategy games. You know, now it's just a dying genre, you know. Back then that was the thing, you know. So, and it can get pretty crazy. You get some big battles going where infantry are fighting back and forth, artillery firing everywhere. So he's already taken he just took a shot at our unit over here. So this unit right here just took a hit. Alright, so now we've come down here a little bit. We're going to start getting our artillery set up in position here, because terrain has a lot of effect too. You can see the height of the terrain, and you can actually pull up the terrain height report if you want. Terrain morale boost. Morale has a big thing to do here. You know, you always want to defend the trees and the forest. You don't want to be hanging out by a bridge that's exposed. So they did a good job for putting all those things together. Okay, so this artillery here, we're going to change his formation, deploy him. He won't be able to fire this turn, but we'll get him deployed. And we're going to start changing these infantry formations too, from marching to fighting formation. And pull that artillery up. Turn. So, what I'm thinking here on this mission is we're going to get set up here. Alright, change your formation. You dig in and oversupply. That's usually what I do. I get them set up, I get them dug in, I get them maxed out on their supply, then I use them to start attacking the enemy. So like these two, next turn, they just change their formation to attack formation. So next turn I'll supply them, and the turn after they'll start firing. These three infantry, they just moved a little bit. You can't dig in unless you haven't moved that turn, if that makes sense. So let's dig this infantry in. have him dig in. So he's taking shots at us. And now we can dig everybody else in here. So right now I'm getting dug in on this side of the river. And you just stay here. Our infantry, we're just going to keep resting them each turn and waiting for him to make a move. This guy can start firing. So what I'm thinking is to start attacking his artillery so his artillery doesn't continue to keep taking pot shots at us. And a lot of times their artillery will fire back at you. It kind of depends on whether they can see you or not, if that makes sense. Or whether they have the ability to hit you. Or sometimes you get a shot off and they just don't return fire. So we've got a beautiful setup here. So you see right there, we got one reinforcement up here. So bring this infantry, W.T. Sherman, bring him down. And he got some reinforcements too. And you can look at his units too. You can see the condition of his unit, who's the commander of their unit. You know, it can kind of tell you, oh, that unit's it's almost broken. Let me focus my attack on that unit so I can break its morale, or... That surely has to be a glitch, the fact that these two units have 99 firepower and 55 firepower. Well, maybe not. Maybe infantry has... Alright, so he just took one of his units and crossed the river here. So I'm going to take...
No, sir.
Our artillery cannot target that because it's kind of in a gully and he's in a bad angle. It'll show you, it'll be highlighted green what it can target. So I think I'm going to have these two artillery target this cannon and have this artillery over here target this cannon. See, this cannon, it's in transport mode, so it's not even deployed. So you don't have to worry about it returning fire. We've caught them with their bridges down, have at them. So it usually says that statement whenever you're attacking a unit that is in march formation. And these two, yeah, see, he returned fire right there. And the little screen that comes up, it gives you the, the casualty report on each little engagement there. I don't put it up for everything, but I always have it up for when I'm attacking. So our 4 infantry, just have them keep resting and staying as healthy as they can be, because he's probably going to start crashing against our position here, because it looks like he's on the move. So now you can look at this enemy artillery that we've been targeting. It's starting to go down. It's starting to get damaged. So artillery is the key to this game. Infantry, that's just like, you're really using them for defense mostly. You want to wait until you want to wait until the last possible moment before you start pushing your infantry to attack, because they lose morale very quickly. They have a few engagements with another unit, their morale just starts going down. And when they get to the red morale, they end up just running away. So we got another infantry and another artillery. So we're going to bring them up to our front here. Oh, we've really got to... I think we've got to start taking care of some of these units here. Especially that one. I think we're going to have... He's trying to flank us over here and get around to our artillery. So let's punish him. So right now that unit, it's got 607 men in it. That did a lot of damage. So see, we're kind of pulling him down. Our infantry, just have them rest. Have these two rest. This guy over here, they only can move like 2 hexagons at a time when they're in attack formation. So he won't be able to reach our artillery just now. This guy just made a major mistake. His artillery over here is still in transport mode or marching formation. And we've got these 2 infantry right here that could just immediately charge them and just wreck them. Oh, I forgot to say too, not only do you get the picture of what each unit has, you click on it and you can see what weapon they're using. So, for example, this guy, this unit here is, they have a Prussian musket. And you upgrade your weapons as the game goes on, which is kind of cool. So this guy has a Prussian musket. And it does 30 ranged damage. So if you just, regular attack against a unit, it'll do 30 damage. But the Prussian musket has a 94 rating for hand-to-hand. So it's much more effective hand-to-hand than it is, doing a rifle fire. Let's find a different weapon here. Like these guys, they have a US 1822 musket. It has a 34 range and only a 91 hand-to-hand, so it's slightly better ranged. This poor guy has a farmer's musket, so that's a terrible weapon. And we can look at some of the enemy's rifles here. See right here? My goodness. This unit has a 1855 rifle. It has a ranged rating of 60. That is very good. So this is a very good unit right here. This guy has this weapon. So that's kind of how you tell who's got good weapons. And oddly enough, okay, these guys, a couple of these guys have farmer muskets, so they're not that good. But the 4 he's got up on the front here, they've got pretty good rifled weapons. His reinforcements coming in, though, they have garbage weapons. Same with the cannon. You can look at the cannon, you can see this 6-inch gun here. It's got a range of 7 and attack power of 10. This 6-inch howitzer has a range of 5 and attack power of 8. Our cannons are a little bit better. The Napoleon, that smooth bore, that's a good cannon. Attack power of 15. I always go for the maximum range to anything when it comes to the cannons on this game. So right here, this guy's exposed. I'm going to do a charge maneuver, which would use the 85 rating. You click on this button down here. It'll be on the other side if you're playing as the Confederacy. And we're just going to charge them. We're not even going to attack them with our rifles. So you see, we completely... They were all green right here, had 16 men. That artillery right there, the morale is broken. So we don't have to worry about that guy for the rest of this mission. We've broken him. You just rest.
At ease, man.
And intern. So I know a lot of explaining. Mostly we need to just be playing, but as we go along, we'll just be playing more than we will be explaining. So see, he just broke our infantry right there. These guys all have really good condition, good rifles. Oh, this is James Longstreet, so that's one of their hero units, I guess you could say. They're unique units. So our infantry right here, he is broken and battered. So just have him rest. He's useless now. So we really need to focus in on these guys over here now and try to get them broken a little bit here. So we'll do some shooting there. This guy, we actually could probably charge him, and it might make a little difference here. So let's charge him. I got a feeling we have a much better hand-to-hand rating than he does. His hand-to-hand is only 60. And our unit has significantly more troops in it. So this is an opportunity for us to just charge him. We'll have to use some morale points. That was rough, but that was successful. We did kind of break him down. He didn't run away, but that was worth the maneuver there. See, this guy, if he was to attack him, it would probably break him, but we're not going to do that. Because we've got infantry over here that are coming up. These guys have, well, he's got a pretty good rifle. So this guy over here, move him up. Rest this unit.
At ease, man.
And keep bringing your reinforcements up. That's the thing. You cannot forget to keep bringing your units up. So see, we come down here and we kind of wanted to hold this position. In reality, we should have probably held it up here because it would be closer to our reinforcements and we would make him come to us. But there's only 21 turns on this first mission, so there's not enough time for all that. So he's starting to pour across the river now. So he's really pushing against us. But we've got some reinforcements on the way here. So these guys can just hold a little bit longer. This guy, we probably need to pull him up, to be honest. Trying to think of the best way to do this here. Let's break this guy over here. Okay, you need to rest. So we are going to need to pull this guy up here. So our artillery is really battered right here. Our position here is getting very battered here. We might have made a fatal mistake here. But if we lose the first mission, it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter if you lose a mission. You'll still progress in the game. It'll just tell you, oh, you had a horrific defeat at this battle, and then you'll go to the next mission, if that makes sense. So now we're going to get set up right here. So those two units are broken. Oh man, he just battered our unit right there. So see, he's really got us surrounded right here. And this guy, you can try to rally them if you want, but there's not enough turns to rally any unit. So we lost this mission bad. So his reinforcements just poured across the river there. Now we've got nothing. See, all those guys, they're running for their life now. You can tell by the way they look, they're running. That's kind of funny. Let's do a little sound check here. Oh yeah, that's... So a good example of what a horrific loss looks like. First mission, and we've just got smoked by the enemy here. Even our Sherman unit here, he just got battered. These guys over here, they're just running for their life. So if you wanted to win this first mission, playing as the Union here, you don't do what I do. If you want to win this mission, you need to kind of set up here. We'll zoom out a little bit. You need to kind of set up right here and let him come to you. Because if you come down here and try to set up here, he'll get his units across the river and attack you way faster than you'll get all of your forces to come together. You really want to get your entire army together, if that makes sense. So all his units are good condition, and ours are just brutal condition. We actually did good attack against him because if you attack this direction and then you take another unit and attack from the opposite direction, you get a significant boost because you're attacking from behind. So that's kind of how that works. Move these guys out of the way. They're completely broken.
No, sir.
All of our guys are in retreat. That's so funny. I'm shocked he didn't finish us off right there. So we do have some so you do get reinforcements on this mission playing as the Union, but they take so long to get down there. So we're going to kind of try and set up a little bit of another formation here with the artillery in the back. It's going to be folly, but hey, it'll be fun. First battle of the Civil War. My goodness, the Confederacy just rocked us on this mission. So you can kind of see how fast the game goes. We spent a lot of time explaining everything at the beginning there, but this first battle's almost over with.
At ease, man.
So we got that guy, we knocked that guy out of the picture. We're just finding a delayed action here. So that artillery reformed. It didn't run away off the map yet. It gathered its composure. But that only works if you have enough time to rest it for several turns to get it back up to strength. So some of the missions that have a lot of turns to them, 50, 60 turns, 40 some turns, you'll be able to rally a defeated unit and get it back up to snuff. So let's pull this guy back here. Just run him out of there.
At ease,
man. Wow, he really rocked us this first mission, didn't he? And using the keyboard really makes this game a lot quicker with the hotkeys and stuff if you ever play it yourself. The guy who made this game playable on modern systems, or the company I should say, I'll eventually put the link in the description for him. If you're ever interested in playing this game from the past again. It's old. I mean, this is old, Jim. But it's one of them beautiful games that you remember playing as a kid, And then, years later, you're like, man, I remember that game. That was a lot of fun. I'd like to play that again. Well, this artillery here is in good condition. So we can bring him up.
At ease, man.
And if they're not good enough morale, then they won't be able to do anything. Morale is like the deciding factor in this game. Wow, all these Confederate troops are just pouring against our position here.
At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
So he completely rocked us on that first battle of the Civil War here. Playing as the Union. So this is the last turn, 21 out of 21. So we can zoom out a little bit. So we kind of started up here. We wanted to come down here, set up our little army. And the Confederates just poured their units at us real quick and just completely obliterated us. Our reinforcements were slowly trickling in. It wasn't enough to matter. Gonna attack here, why not? Do what little damage we can. You just rest. You can't do nothing.
At ease, man.
And you just rest.
At ease, man.
First battle of the Civil War, and the Union just got rocked. Even though we're playing as the Union. So we played that mission completely wrong. Should have just set up closer to where our reinforcements come in. So the smoke has cleared. Do you wish to save the game before proceeding? No, we won't save. We can save on the next thing. So the first battle is over. The Union has suffered a major defeat. So after each battle, it'll give you the stats on what happened. How many men got killed on each side, leaders killed or wounded, desertions, surrenders, supply captured, weapon cost captured, and victory points. So we got absolutely smashed on that first battle. That's kind of funny. So when you play a campaign, after each mission, you can go through your army and upgrade your equipment, essentially. You can upgrade your snipers, your artillery, your cavalry, or your infantry. So the first few battles, I'm always just working on getting my artillery up to snuff. So right now we only have one artillery unit that we can upgrade his equipment. He currently has a Napoleon smoothbore, range of 8, attack power of 30. I always prefer to go with whatever has the longest range, as far as the artillery is concerned. So we'll go ahead and buy this parrot. We have available 30,000, and right here it shows you how much it costs to upgrade from this to that. So we just upgraded our artillery there. No cavalry or snipers yet. Our infantry, I usually work on upgrading the unique units, or unique generals. Right now we just have one available, W.T. Sherman. He already has a gorgeous weapon. 78 weapon power and 80 hand-to-hand power. That's a beautiful weapon. So we don't need to upgrade his weapon at all. So we won't upgrade his weapon at all. These other two units we have, they've got terrible weapons. So we can at least get them up to something a little bit better. Like this musket here is a little bit better. So just like that, we're on mission 2. The Battle of Bull Run, 1st Manassas, Alternate 1. Depending on which version of the battle you get depends on how you played the previous mission. So we did terrible in the previous mission, so apparently we get this alternate version 1. The Siege of Centerville. The defeated Union troops have retreated to Centerville. Longstreet is ordered to pursue the fleeing rebels and defeat McDowell at Centerville. The Union forces should try fighting a delayed action along the roads until Centerville's defenses can be reinforced with follow-on brigades. The rebels have a distinct advantage because the Union is not ready for a counterattack. If they can quickly get by the Union delaying action, they should only be facing a small, unprepared force at Centerville. President Lincoln ordered McDowell to drive away the Confederate forces camped at Manassas Junction, just 25 miles from Washington. The Union troops moved slowly, giving Jefferson Davis time to move 11,000 reinforcements, history's first large troop movement by rail. Everyone expected a major battle, possibly one that would decide the war. Civilians with picnic baskets turned out for the spectacle. The battle was a free-for-all among both sides, Green troops. Ultimately, the rebels won a major victory, and only Lincoln's resolve kept a horrified North from capitulating after this rant. So right there it says that, playing as the Union, we're at a disadvantage on this mission. But you know your boy. We might make something happen. So there's 48 turns in this mission here, or in this battle. So this is one of the bigger battles. So let's move our mini-map out of the way a little bit here. So we can kind of zoom out and get a picture here. So same kind of map. You see, this is the same area that we were in before. Now we've got all these forces up here in this city, and we can actually look at our reinforcements and see what we have coming in. So let's look at our reinforcement report. We have infantry, we got a cavalry, infantry, artillery, infantry, another infantry. So we don't have too much as far as reinforcements on this mission. So we've really got to be set up with a strong defense here in order to make this happen. We do have a sharpshooter unit here. Sharpshooters are they're good because they have a lot of movement. We have a sharpshooter there, and we have one unit here of this is a command unit here. These guys, they have you cannot use them for attack. They're there for looks more than anything, but you can use them to help envelop an enemy. They have a lot of movement points. So they're kind of just like a unit that you can use to envelop the enemy. So we're going to pull him back, and we're going to start getting set up some sort of defensive formation here. We're really going to be set up as best as we can defensively.
No, sir.
So we're going to play this mission right. We're going to get everybody set up here. We honestly might even pull them back over here, up on this ridge. Because this is kind of exposed out here. I think I'm going to do that. And these little flags here, these show you like victory points. So you see a spot with a flag on it, that's kind of, it'll help you hold those positions or capture those positions, you'll get a bigger boost. The one thing about playing as the Union in this game is you usually never run into supply issue. You usually have plenty of supply. Whereas if you play as the Confederates, your supply is so low all the time, you're constantly having to get your supply number up in order to rearm your units as you're capturing his units, if that makes sense. So we're going to get set up here, a little bit better position. Yeah, we might move this guy back one space. So end turn. Let the enemy do his thing. He actually has a sapper unit, which the sapper unit can build those picket fences, which boost your defense. Right here, we're just going to get set up defensively. We're going to get everybody dug in and just keep them rested and resupplied so they can have the best health and condition of their unit, if that makes sense. And we will just let him come to us. We do have our sharpshooter unit. We need to pull him up. So you can do this on this mission because we've got 48 turns. And that's plenty of turns to take your time, get set up, get a nice position. There's no kind of rush, if that makes sense. So we'll zoom out a little bit. We'll watch him. We'll see. Once he starts getting in range of our artillery, we'll start blasting him. Generally in this game, if I remember correctly, he usually will come after you. No matter where you're at on the map, he'll eventually come after you. So you can kind of almost, in this game, set up anywhere on the map you want to. So we're getting fully supplied, rested, and dug in. And we're going to let him come after us. So this artillery really can't shoot anything over here. He's got wide open range over here, but he can't shoot much over here. Only a few tiles he can target. These two guys, though, they can really hit anything coming up the road there. So it's really quick to rest everybody using the keyboard. So we just got a cavalry reinforcement. We'll pull him up here. He can be used to chase down any units. Cavalries are nice in this game. If we get another artillery, we'll probably put him right there at that tile. That way we'll have 3 here. I am so glad to be done with that playthrough we had of Galactic Battlegrounds. That was a beautiful game. It was a lot of fun. It had like 57 missions, but my goodness. I regret playing that game on hard. Some of those missions were a bear to get through on hard difficulty. So it's kind of nice to have this old school gym here as a relaxing break. Well, I mean, that was an old game too, but you know, this is kind of just a little breather before we start our next big project. We're just playing a little bit of this. I can't believe I got this game to stream nicely. It's coming out real nice, being sold. So yeah, see, now he's on the move. So he might stop and rest for a few turns, get his morale up, but he will chase you down. So we're just going to sit back and let him crash upon us. So we got another artillery here, reinforcement, and another infantry. So this infantry, put him right there. And this artillery, we're going to move this artillery right up here on this ridge and have him set up there. So he's got his cavalry are getting closer to us. But we're just going to hold up here on the town. Plenty of turns. We've got another infantry reinforcement. Alright, zoom in a little bit here. Set that artillery up there. This infantry, we'll put him right here for now. He's not in range yet. Not in range yet. So they're not quite in range on this side. I might take this artillery and put him right there. That way he can be able to jump out and be close enough. And he's not in range yet either. So he's really coming up on our position here. He's approaching us. I bet this next turn he's going to be in range of our artillery. Unless he consolidates. He's playing smart. I'm kind of shocked. What is the difficulty? It's on regular. Yeah, he's playing very smart. Move that infantry there. You can have an infantry in the same tile as an artillery. But you can't have two infantries in the same tile. You can't have this two of the same unit in the same tile. But you can mix any unit in the same tile with an artillery. That might be it on our reinforcements. We might not get any more. Yeah, I don't think we're not going to get any more reinforcements. So what we have is what we got. This is what we got. We're not going to get any more reinforcements. So let's see what you got, big boy. Turn 11 out of 48. It's all going to happen at once when he charges us. Everybody's dug in. That's what you want. You want him to crash on your formation and then push out, start chasing him down. Oh yeah, he's moving up now. About time for the artillery to start lighting them up. He just moved in range. Alright. I like to get a gist of where my artillery can target. All three of them can target that cavalry. This guy, he can target this cavalry. Just have him shoot down there. Nice. And all three of these artillery units, we're going to have them target this guy here. So right now, he's green across the board. All stats are good. He's full health, 666 troops. We're going to see what he looks like after we hit him with all three of our artillery here. Oh yeah. That another turn like that, and that unit is his offensive capability is just broken. Rest everybody else. Our fast units like our sharpshooter and cavalry, it's always good to keep them behind the line or way on the flank. And infantry, you only want to stack them 2 deep, because they only can move 2 at a time. So if a unit's like right here, these 2 infantry back here can reach out there and attack him. They won't be able to retreat. They'll have to break the position, but they can push forward. So we're doing much better on the second battle of the Civil War here, playing as a Union. We're being a lot more strategic and wiser. He's trying to flank us up north with this scout unit here. Give him a shot of cannon in the face. We'll take our sharpshooters. The sharpshooters are beautiful because when you have them attack a unit, they don't get retaliated against. See, they didn't receive any damage, and you can usually pull them back. We're gonna go ahead and break that guy right there. We're gonna charge down there and knock him out of the picture. This is just a scout unit. He's kind of weak, so he's broken. All of you just rest. And right here, okay, these 2 artillery, we're probably going to target that infantry. This artillery here, target that cavalry. And you two artillery target this guy. Jubal A. Early, one of their unique generals. We're going to start whittling him down a little bit so he's not so strong attacking our troops here. Just rest the infantry. Just keep resting. Perfect. So anytime he attacks, he's always going to be at a slight disadvantage if he's attacking a dug-in position. The same goes for us too. Alright, pull that infantry back, fill up the gap. Let's target that James Longstreet unit there. Take a pot shot at him. It's tempting to just push out, but we haven't done enough to him to do that. Oh yeah, see? He's got artillery here that's exposed. They're in marching formation, but our artillery can fire there, so we definitely want to take a shot right there. We honestly might break his artillery here. The one that we caught right here with their pants down. Oh yeah, he's broken. So we completely broke that artillery. He's still got one up here on the ridge. But we're not too worried about one artillery unit. Yeah, artillery's big in this game because it really messes up the morale of the enemy unit. And you want to pepper them a little bit with the artillery before your infantry attacks. Just like in real life, I guess. It really, it's kind of impressive how this old game brings a lot of aspects into it. He's starting to attack our infantry. I'm kind of thinking of wanting to, oh, this unit's in marching formation. Attack them. Nice. That was a lucky hit. Massive damage right there. And just sit back. Okay, these artillery, we're going to need to start. We could target that one. It's in marching formation. Okay, these two artillery cannot. Well, that one can. So we're going to have two of our artillery fire on this other artillery that he's bringing up here that he hasn't put into formation yet. Oh, that's beautiful. And third artillery here, start working against his artillery here. We've still got like 30 turns left on this battle, so really want to keep his artillery out of the picture. He could easily break our defensive position here if his artillery is brought up and starts peppering our units here. So we've got to make sure we do that. And I'm not sure how much we're going to play this game. Probably a few days. Depends on my schedule, what's going on, but it's not going to be... I doubt we'll even get through a lot of it, but it'll be nice to have it and just come back to play it every now and then. Alright, he can't target any artillery. So Start targeting his highest morale units. Especially that one. You might not see it on your phone if you're watching on your phone, but there's a slight haze here. If there's a little haze in the targeting area, that means that your artillery has a chance to miss, and it'll hit one of the adjacent tiles. And we don't want that, so let's target this guy. We can break that artillery, I think. Let's go ahead and break that artillery that's not in formation yet. Get him out of the picture. One more volley. Nice. Oh yeah, he's really broken. This one's still in retreat that we knocked out of the picture early. So he's only got one artillery that's still in play. Oh, he's bringing up another one on the west side of the map. Okay, infantry, just rest.
At ease, man. At ease,
Keep
man.
your battle condition as
At ease, man.
high as it can
At
be.
ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease,
Got a
man.
lot of troops in some of these units.
At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
Some battles you play on this game, you'll have 100 troops in a unit. Other battles, you'll have like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Like this one right here, it's got 5,600 troops in there. Which doesn't mean nothing if the condition is bad of the unit. You know, you want all their stats to be good condition. And don't even think about charging hand to hand if you don't have, if your morale isn't at least green right here. Alright. Yeah, target that artillery. That's actually a strong artillery. He had 152 units in it. Full status across the board. Ours is only 88 units in it, but we got him while he was in transport, so. Alright, we need to start focusing on this artillery here. We need to get that artillery out of the picture. So start firing on the one that he has deployed. I'm pretty sure our infantry are going to be able to hold this position here.
At ease, man. At ease, man.
Majority of them are all still in good condition.
At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
So we've got a solid blue crescent here. Holding the city of Centerville. Okay, he's got his artillery deployed now, so that's going to be trouble. Oof. I think he can take him. I think because we have the high ground and we're dug in, we still have a little bit of an advantage on that artillery duel going on.
At ease, man. 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 At ease, man.
As far as these artillery are concerned,
at ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
keep trying to break that. Keep trying to break his artillery on the south there. They're pretty battered, but they're not broken yet. If we don't get them healed up or out of harm's way, we'll have both of those running for their lives next turn. Yeah, we're doing much better. You can kind of see how quick the enemy is to bring up units to bear. On these big battles like this one is 48 turns. Every 20 turns or so, it'll turn to nighttime. And during nighttime, you can move troops, rest, dig in, but you cannot do any attacking. So you've got to be careful of that factor too, because you could think, oh, I've got him kind of, whittled down. And then it'll be nighttime and he'll heal up his units for a few turns. And they'll be like fresh, So you got to kind of watch that factor too. I say that because it's about to be nighttime next turn. And I think we've got his artillery broken. Just in time. Oh yeah, that one just lost ground. As did that one. Ooh, you can target him again. Nice. So, running for the hills. You can see the bodies here. We've really focused on his artillery. See, this one, we had them on the run earlier. And now, back here, they've kind of regrouped and they're kind of healing up again a little bit. So everybody here, just
at ease, man. At ease, man.
Keep healing.
At ease, man.
Just
at ease,
hold the line.
At ease, man.
Hold the
at
line.
Ease, man.
Don't get greedy.
At ease, man.
Because there will be no offensive action taken against these units. They're not weak enough. You can take a pot shot at him. He'll probably attack our sharpshooter. We might have made a mistake there, but we'll see. Haha, no. Perfect. It's nighttime. So this is what it looks like at nighttime. And all you're doing, you're just resting and recouping. Especially our artillery. They need to resupply their ammo.
At ease, man. 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 At ease, man.
And it only lasts for I think 3 turns maybe. So the nighttime, it goes by quick. Unless you're trying to move troops around at night.
At ease, man.
So definitely going to oversupply our artillery.
At ease, man. 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 At ease, man.
So all his units that he brought up here, they're all going to be very good condition now. Yeah, they're already... I'm looking at the enemy units. They're already really good condition. His artillery, not so much, because we really beat him up bad. He's got one good artillery over here. So we have the artillery advantage for sure. He definitely has the infantry advantage, but...
At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
See, we might be able to encircle these units over here on the west. There's a possibility on that.
At ease, man. 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 At ease, man.
Alright. Daytime again. So there's a possibility here of encircling these two units here by pushing a few infantry here out. Like we could kind of just move our units out here and just kind of envelop them and push them towards the east of the map and tighten them in. Right now we need to focus on this artillery here. Yeah, he's healed up even better than he was when we first started engaging him. So our artillery is really going to need to... Nice, they got a hit. Sometimes they might miss in that haze. You can't target them at all. Yeah, he's probably going to start crashing against our infantry line this turn now. I can see it in their eyes. They've gotten close and now they want to start charging. Thank goodness he only has one artillery. That might have saved the day, us focusing in on his artillery. Oh, yeah, see, now look. He's trying to wrap this scout around here. But our sharpshooter can poke at him. That scout's really weak. I'm not worried about him. Nice. We're working on taking that artillery out of the picture. And he made a mistake. Caught him with his pants down again. This one too. Wish he would start attacking us. As far as his infantry, I wish his infantry would start attacking our line. That way it'd start whittling him down a little bit. Wish and you shall receive. There he is. He's going to start smashing. A little bit. Oh yeah, we about broke this guy here. Perfect. Nice. Okay. You two. Really an artillery duel, this mission here. This battle of the first bull run. See, he's teasing us with that scout up there, trying to get us to take the bait. Not going to fall for it. We're going to hold our line. Because once you start breaking his units down, and he starts whittling down, you push out and it's just a rout. And I think we finally got this artillery over here broken. Goodbye. can't get a shot over there. Alright, these two. Yeah, the fact that his artillery, we really kept his artillery at bay, is going to be nice here because you get the enemy artillery out of the picture and start turning your artillery against his infantry. That's when you can start pushing out. And that's kind of our strategy right now. Oh, he's got one artillery back there that got shot off. That scout's just sitting there. Yeah, like see this artillery? We can start pouncing on his infantry a little bit here. Hit that guy. Target the first artillery, the second, and the third. So our three artillery are going to take a shot at each of theirs. Now we've got that one on the run again. Probably got that one on the run. Yep. Any of his frontline troops? No, because they're all just sitting there. They're not taking any. They're still good condition because they're not taking any damage. We're not going to fall for the computer's tricks here. Not this time. He can actually attack that scout. Our sharpshooter is just punishing that scout. Let's pull the artillery up here. Not the artillery, the cavalry up here. We might get that guy to just run away. Okay. Let's have this guy keep firing on this Wade Hampton unit.
Addies, man. Addies, man. Addies, man. Addies.
If we get this Wade Hampton unit whittled down a little bit, this guy back here, he's got a Prussian musket. Yeah, this guy back here, we'll have him charge out there and knock him out.
Addies, man.
And probably envelop this unit here. Alright, these artillery here. Gotta keep an eye on his artillery. Yeah, we're capturing supply from... Anytime you get them retreating like that, you start capturing supply. There's no point in hitting this guy anymore because he's got no supply left to capture. So let's have this guy attack his good unit here. Longstreet right in the face. Nice. Gorgeous. Yeah, these boys in blue here, they're really holding the line. We're playing this first Bull Run battle very nicely. Alright, this guy. Use our cavalry to charge him. Okay, he's running away now. That might have been a mistake because now our sharpshooters are slightly exposed. And he does have a fresh cavalry unit here. J.E.B. Stewart. I've never been like a huge guy in the Civil War, I know all about it from history class and stuff like that. I had my 4th and 5th grade history teacher for those 2 years. He was a big fan of the Civil War. I didn't really realize it back then when I was a kid, but now, that I'm older, I'm like, man, that guy was a big fan of the Civil War because that seemed like his favorite subject to talk about. So I learned a lot about it back then. Alright, this artillery is working on taking this unit, Wade Hampton. We're trying to get him whittled down so our infantry can start push out a little bit. Gotta be careful with your infantry. You've got to keep them tight and in decent formation. Gorgeous. He's just in the south here. He isn't even getting a chance. We're not giving him a chance to get his artillery into play. That's how you want to do it. You want to keep his artillery out of the picture. So we are winning the artillery game significantly. And see, now our artillery units here, they're open to start punishing his infantry. See, his mistake. He should have, if the Confederate computer player, his chance was after that, during that nighttime when there was a few turns of night and all the units had a chance to rest. All of his units were fresh as a daisy right in front of us at that time. That was his opportunity to really push against our blue line here of infantry, and he just refused to do it. He hit this guy a few times, but he should have just kept pushing. And now our artillery are having a chance to take pot shots at his infantry, and he's paying the price. Okay, he's on the move. Yeah, he saw our sharpshooter unit was exposed a little bit. His mistake. He just exposed himself. He's going to take cannon fire. Oh my goodness. Alright, this cannon, he can't target over there. Keep targeting James Longstreet unit. So we've just broken this guy right here. He's about ready to run. We might be able to envelop this guy. Alright, let's take this unit here. Now, they have terrible range, but they have good hand-to-hand. So they're full morale. So we're going to charge and take his position. His morale is in the red, so he should break and take a step back. Perfect. That was crushing for him. Okay, and same with this unit. This unit, do the same thing. Just charge, break his position. Now we can get an envelopment here. Check this out. Move our cavalry here. This officer unit here, move him over. I'm going to have this cavalry just do a regular attack against the enemy cavalry here. And our fresh infantry here is just going to charge, and it'll be a backstab attack from the rear plus a charge. It might just completely obliterate that unit. So regular attack here, not much damage done either way. And this unit, charge, attack from behind. Oh, complete obliteration. We just obliterated the Jeb Stewart unit. And this unit's morale is completely broken. No ammunition, completely broken. So he paid the price right there. That's how you get it going on. Our sharpshooter took some damage, but they kind of recovered pretty quick, I'll be honest. Okay, this guy, we need to move him up. Move this guy up here. And move this guy over here. So that's kind of why we kept some units in reserve there to hold the line. They kind of fill the gaps. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful right there. He still got more cavalry, but I think that was his better cavalry unit. And we completely smoked it and got rid of this entire infantry unit too. Okay, our two artillery here. Keep working on Wade or James Longstreet here. Okay, they've already done their attack for this turn.
At ease, man. 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 At ease, man.
How does his units in the front look? They're all still good condition, with good condition behind. So we've completely broken his western side here. And he's strong in the south, but he's got no artillery to back up his strength. Yeah, we're doing much better on the second battle than we were on the first battle. Although there is only 17 turns left, so we might need to get a little bit more aggressive here. Target that. Yeah, we need to start getting a little bit more aggressive here. Start targeting his... See, that's kind of how I play this game. When my artillery does fire on his infantry, I'll have them all try to fire on the same unit to really break it down. So have him attack this guy here. Nice. That guy's broken. He's useless now. Alright, these guys are still healthy down here. So we're probably going to take these two infantry in the rear here and move them. We're probably going to take all of our units and just kind of move them to the west. Kind of move them down. Well, let's have these guys. You're still good condition. Charge him. I don't want to get too greedy.
At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
Move this guy up a little bit. Nice. And where is the... I'm thinking of, okay. Rest him. Could try to break that unit. No, he can't target there. All three can target that unit. Richard Yule. You can too, actually, believe it or not. Wade Hampton recovered pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that unit recovered really quick because we had him in the yellow. As far as his morale, he has recovered very nicely. Alright. The other three artillery are going to fire on this Richard Yule unit. It'd be nice to kind of cut him in half a little bit, his formation. That's the plan. As you can tell in the first battle, once you get the enemy on the run, they really have a hard time forming up. Alright, what kind of weapon does he have? Okay, we match him for rifle fire here. What kind of weapon do you have? Prussian musket. I bet we can charge that position and knock him out. Nice. Oh yeah, that unit's toast. Okay, we do have a little gap here. That's why we bring this guy up to fill the gap.
At ease, man.
You just...
At ease, man. At ease, man.
You just rest and
At
recruit.
ease, man.
We're going to start swinging our units down while our cavalry here swings around wide. So you kind of see what we're doing here. We're kind of swinging him down. And next turn we might focus our artillery fire in this region to soften these guys up so that our infantry can push them out. We really want to take this hill back too. That's key. Really haven't had to zoom out much on this battle. It's kind of all the fighting's been in one area. Okay, you rest another turn. We need to see if all of our artillery can target this Wade Hampton unit. Okay, all 4 artillery units. Soften him up. Nice. What kind of weapon he's got? I don't want to charge him. Yeah, you can attack. Regular attack. That was on par. That was not bad. Actually, you can attack him from the rear. No charge. Regular attack. From behind. Nice. Now this unit here, W.B. Franklin, should be able to charge in there and break his position. He'll have to do it, because if he doesn't do it, he won't have a position to fall back to, and he'll lose his position. Gorgeous. Alright, bring this guy up. Now just regular attack, because he's broken. Alright, swing our cavalry down here. That's how you do it. We are breaking the enemy's formation. Bad, too. So now there's nothing above us or to the west. We have one up here, so now we're just focusing all of our units to push down. The closer it gets towards the end of the battle, the more aggressive you tend to need to be. Alright, for the moment, all of you just dig in. Don't push out just yet. Keep protecting the artillery. So he better start getting aggressive quick. He's really starting to lose this battle here. Alright, we need to focus on an envelopment on that artillery. Alright, all three of these guys can target that position. You can too. Alright, bring our sharpshooters up. They're not much good for attack now. They got cut up by that cavalry, but we can use them to kind of envelop the enemy. This unit's got an advantage still because that's a defensible position. It's got the picket fence there. And he's dug in. Okay, our other units here are going to work on enveloping this guy. You dig in for a moment.
At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
Need to soften him up a little bit more
At ease, man.
in the center here. Yeah, he left this artillery exposed. And now it's it's toast. See ya. Completely surrendered. So see now our cavalry and sharpshooters here can start swinging around him. He abandoned that position right there. He was positioned right there, he just abandoned it. So we need to soften up this guy here. I'd missed. No shot. No shot, okay. Target that hill. He's still good condition. Darn it. We can actually do that. Next turn we'll be able to get attack from behind on him.
At
All
ease,
four of
man.
you just rest.
At ease, man. At ease, man. At ease, man.
Oh, that's beautiful. Gorgeous. It actually wouldn't hurt to do a little save file here. Save as Union. I can't spell Union. Union live stream. Oh, you can't have that many. We can do UN live, unlive. Or we can just do live view. That'll be our live stream playing as the Union. Knock him off that hill. Oh yeah, we really broke him. He really had missed opportunities attacking us. About to take that position. I bet we can just charge him outright. Maybe. We do outmatch him in the amount of units significantly. Oh yeah. Alright, you two. Just you need to rest. The infantry do move very slowly through the woods, though, so it'll be hard to get a complete envelopment, but we've got him on the run. We've got him pinned now. If we could get this infantry out in the open fairly quickly, could be pretty effective. Change his formation. Alright, let's get these guys over here. Change your formation too. Oh, we're out of bullets. Dang it. Our artillery's out of ammo. Same with this artillery too. We're going to need to bring him up. Change formation. Trying to break his position there with our infantry here. Oh yeah, we got it. Charge. Nice. I'm shocked that these two units are still such high morale on the corner here. Very shocked.
At ease, man.
We need to work on getting this guy broken a little bit up. I don't think we're going to get an envelopment on this artillery. We'll just have these guys poke him. Our infantry will just keep pushing south. Slight echo there. I was just doing a little sound check. So we've still got 10 more turns on this battle. And that's basically 10 turns of us punishing him. We held our ground for like 30 turns. We let him crash on our defensive line. And now we're really on the offensive right now. Oh, that's beautiful. You just rest. Okay, all of you move up. Actually, you can charge him. Go ahead and charge him. A little bit exposed, but it's time to start really punishing him now. Alright, this artillery, we need to move him up to where he can fire. These guys start softening up this side here. This has been a stalemate over here. Nice. Right in the face. Cannon right in the face. How you like that? Jubal A. Early with your crazy beard. You've got it pretty good. You could try to charge. Nah, that's not enough. Just attack. Oh, we took a beating right there. You can charge though. Perfect. And this guy, just move him here. And you just attack. We're much better than you are. This guy, just move him up, fill the gap. Oh boy, we're just steamrolling them now. We played this second battle of the Civil War so much better than the first battle. That's the cool thing about the sharpshooters is you attack them from one side and then use another unit to attack them from the other side, and it really messes them up. You get that attack from the rear bonus. Alright, artillery, break this guy right here. Finally breaking the stalemate on the edge of the map here. Oh my goodness. Completely broken. He's pretty strong right there. But we are... yeah, go ahead. Attack it. And we're really starting to... We might get these guys enveloped over here. That's why we sat back so much, because yeah, his army is really getting broken up right now. And overall, it's messing up his morale too. He can't attack us with any of these units. He can with that cavalry. Pull him down there. Bring the sharpshooters up. Nice. On the run. The Confederacy is on the run on Battle of Bull Run. First Battle of Bull Run. He's got a few units that are still good condition, but we can whittle them down. Alright, you attack that scout. You sharpshooter that cavalry there. Oh, our attacking general just got hit by a lucky shot. Haha, he broke our position there. That's alright, they can recover. Alright, you pull back. This command unit, just keep them out of the way for a minute. This artillery here, deploy that artillery. Alright, now we start peppering up this strong position he has here. Actually, let's get an envelopment first. Haha, we have those 3 units surrounded. Just rest for a minute. Until we get them softened up enough to break their position. We've got a little bit of gaps in our line here, but that's okay. I'm really chasing down all of his damaged units here as best as I can. Well, he's got a couple of good units here. You know what? Wait, that unit's in good condition too. Dang it. Okay, tell you what. Form up here a little bit. And we just don't have enough units to surround his whole army, but we've got several of them taken out of the picture. These guys are kind of broken. This cavalry, pull the sharpshooters back. Pull the cavalry back. This guy, charge that position. Nice. Artillery. Yeah, we've got these 3 units completely surrounded. Actually, just do a regular attack, then charge. Surrender. Beautiful. Same with him. Nice. This poor Jackson unit here, he's surrounded.
At ease, man.
So we'll have him finished off next turn. Yeah, he's still got 3. He's got these 3 units are still good condition. So it's going to be a little sketchy over here for a minute. This guy, yeah, we need him to hold. We don't want him to push out and attack our encirclement over here from the rear. Darn. Yeah, we've got a lot of weapon cost captured for sure. Because when you completely destroy a unit, it ups the amount you get in between missions to purchase new equipment. Alright, get this guy out of here. Get out of here. Get away from our flags. And you two, fire on Jackson's position here. Oh yeah, he just got wounded. Okay. So we're going to attack here. We took a bad loss right there, but now we're going to charge from the rear with this good unit. Might finish him off. He's done. Now all these other troops, move them out. Try to get an encirclement going here. A little bit exposed our position over here, but I'm working on getting a encirclement going. Just right there. You rest.
At ease, man. At
And
ease,
you
man.
rest. So we still got a little bit of gaps here before we can completely encircle them. But we might get these guys encircled and destroyed too before the end of the battle. I don't know how many more turns we have left in this battle. About 5 more turns. Get off that ridge. Get out of here. That's our flag.
No, sir.
He run that artillery up there just to take our flag. Not gonna happen, buddy. Alright, how can we cut these guys off here? Alright, our sharpshooters are badly damaged. Get them out of here. We could get this guy encircled real quick. Just like that. Nice. These units are too damaged to attack, I think. Rest of the cavalry. All of you. Just work on encircling him there.
At ease, man. At
He's
ease,
really only
man.
got 1 unit. 1, 2. He's got 2 that are fully, that are healthy. And one of them's about 85% healthy. So he's really down to like 2.5 operating units that are effective. Whereas the majority of our army is available for attack. Alright, we need to plug this gap. That unit is too good for our cavalry right now. Rest him. Well, let's just get this guy out of the picture here. And he's still full strength. Not for much longer. This artillery is useless now. Move him out. He can't target anything from up there. You can't hit nothing from back there. We're going to take some casualties trying to take this position, but I think we can get him this turn. Oh yeah, he can charge. He can too. Oh, he's got a good weapon. Oof. See ya. We are just butchering him right now. Alright, move this guy down. Yeah, he's got one good unit here that's still healthy. And this one down here, it's still okay. But other than that, everything he's got has just been broken. Their morale, their spirit, everything. He ran out of there. He knew he was getting encircled, so he ran some of his units out of there. That's a smart move. We gotta give that to him. We can just, at this point, we can probably just charge. He's trying to reform these units back here, but too little too late, my friend. Alright, you guys just sit back. Just in case he pops through it all. Oof. We took a beating right there. But that's alright, he's about to get hit from behind.
No, sir.
Can't charge. Yeah, when you charge, do the hand-to-hand combat, it really takes a lot out of your unit. We were a bit aggressive there, but you know, at this point we're just flying down the map. He's in full retreat. He's got nothing. Nice battle. My goodness. Nice battle. He's trying desperately to reform his line. There's only 3 turns left in the battle. I'm glad we deployed that cannon there, because he tried to sneak his cavalry up here to get some victory points from those flags. Yeah, just attack them. Everybody else just sit back, because there's not enough turns left to do anything else in this battle. Oh, he's so broken. That is gorgeous. Yeah, this guy, he's useless. Sit him back, sit him back. This guy can move up. Oh, that's beautiful. Just absolutely steamrolled him. We kind of had this rounded defense here around the Centerville town. And we held our ground. We outdueled him in the artillery duel. And then we just started rolling our forces from up north down here through the woods and encircling him. And just completely butchered him. Absolute butchery that we have done to the enemy in this mission. Well, there goes his line he was trying to reform there. That idea went out the window. Yeah, cavalry are great for chasing units down too. This might be the last turn. I think it is, which we really should save before we end the turn. Yeah, 40 out of 48. This is the last turn. Wow. First battle of Bull Run, we smoked him. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of weapon cost captured to be able to upgrade our army. You can't reach anybody. You can reach here. Just do as much damage as you can, even though it's the last turn, because you want to get as much supply captured as you can. Well, that artillery doesn't even have any supply. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Actually, our artillery here. Yeah, he could get nothing off. What an amazing battle. So, playing as the Union, we completely smashed this Battle of Bull Run here. My goodness, the bodies. We just steamrolled him. We enveloped quite a few units and made them completely surrender. I'd say about 5 or 6 of his units we completely eradicated off the map. Which, when you get a big battle with a whole huge army, you can almost completely eliminate every one of their units, if you position your forces right. All right, we're going to save as live U. That means the live stream as the Union. We're going to save there. And that's it for the second battle, or the first battle of Bull Run. My goodness. Okay, we don't need to save because we just did. So we had a major defeat on our first battle, and on the second battle we had a major victory for the Union player. Yeah, he lost twice as many soldiers as we did. And a lot more leaders were killed too. And surrenders. Look at the weapon cost captured. We captured 322,000 weapon costs. That is a lot. And we got that from enveloping his units. So before our next battle, it lets us choose whether we want to fight the Kernston battle or the Shiloh battle. Kernston battle. We'll do the Kernston battle. The Shiloh battle, I think that's kind of off to the west. So we'll do the Kernston battle. So we lost one unit, leader unit, essentially. So we've got 322,000 on our weapon cost that we can spend to upgrade our army. Our sniper unit, he's got the best available weapon. Our cavalry unit, he's fine with what he's got. We just use him for envelopment purposes, honestly. Well, we can give him this Smith carbine. It's pretty cheap. Our artillery is the one that I like to get them all with the maximum range, which is this Parrot. So give him the Parrot. It doesn't have as much attack power as the Napoleon. It only has 22 attack power. The Napoleon has 30. But the fact that it has a range of 10 is key, because our artillery, we want it to be able to have the maximum range. It's really important in this game, outranging your opponent. Upgrade him to that. Upgrade him to that. So our artillery is coming up. Our infantry. Let's upgrade our general units first here. Burnside, let's give him a Springfield here. Actually, no. Let's give everybody at least up to this 4586 weapon. That way, we're not having these crappy muskets back here. I mean, it's a musket, but it's a lot better than, at least it has 45 attack on ranged. So let's get everybody at least up to snuff with that. And then we'll start moving these guys up to bigger and better things. Like Howard, we can give him this Lorenz weapon. What else do we have? Franklin, we can give him a Lorenz. Is that a unique guy, Richardson? I think it is. Because if it's this picture or this picture, it's generic, if I'm not mistaken. generic leader. Sherman's got a great weapon. Burnside, he's got a good weapon. Yeah, this guy, give him a better weapon. Give him that. We can give Howard we do have enough for that. Perfect, so we've upgraded significantly the weapons that our army has. Yes, weapon purchase is complete. Historical Battle of Kernston. We're not going to play this battle. We're probably going to be finishing up the live here in a second, but we'll get it started and save. Historical Battle of Kernstown. The rebels should try to lure the Union away from the hilltops if they can. They should be able to defeat the Union forces one at a time. The Federals need only to wait for the rebels to attempt to attack the hilltops. Once they commit to an attack, the Union should easily dispatch them. The first battle of the Valley Campaign is recorded as being lost by Stonewall Jackson. But even in defeat, Jackson's threat caused President Lincoln to commit 35,000 men to defend the approaches from the valley to Washington. Major General George McClellan blamed this siphoning of potential reinforcements for his failure to capture Richmond during his Peninsular Campaign. The Confederates brought 3,700 men to Kernstown on an erroneous report that they outnumbered the Federals. In fact, the Union force exceeded 8,500 men. The rebels absorbed 718 casualties. The Union lost 500 men. That's historically. That's not in the game. Okay, so this is a smaller battle. It only has 23 turns to it. So right here is where we're going to start this battle. And we could take a sneak peek at what kind of reinforcements we get. Ooh. Four infantry, 6 infantry, 7 infantry, 9 infantry. So we get a lot of infantry reinforcements from the top of the map, from over here and over here. So that would make me say that we would want to build our kind of set up our position up here, so to speak. Or even up here. Up here would be probably even better. Up on this hill. That's what I'm thinking would be best to do. But we are going to save right there as our live save. So we have the game saved. We'll probably come back to this again tonight on the night stream. We're just playing this old gym for fun. It's a lot of fun. And we're playing it until we start our next big project, as I've discussed, which is upcoming very soon, my friends. Hoping to see. Go to my community page. Check out the post I made after we finished our Galactic Battlegrounds playthrough. I had put up a post on what would be more preferred, Dark Souls 3 or Baldur's Gate 3. I'm pretty sure my PC can run Dark Souls 3, which is the higher factor right now, but I'll look at the requirements on whether we can be able to run Baldur's Gate 3 or not too. I appreciate everybody joining us on this beautiful midday live stream. We are currently at, if I'm not mistaken, we should be right at the, what was it, the 69 subscriber count at the moment, which is beautiful if we're at that count. That would be absolutely gorgeous. And my goal is to get to 100 by February 24th. So I've got 3 weeks to get there, 20 days to get there. I'm pushing. And I'm sure as soon as I start a newer game, a playthrough, the subscriber count will go up significantly. I appreciate everybody who's been giving a lot of watch to our Twisted Insurrection playlist too. That was absolutely epic, that playlist. I mean, it's gotten many views, and it's been very shocking. So we will be back tonight around 8 p.m. Central or so, and we'll be on for our night stream. It's going to be Athena of Beauty. Glorious evening stream this evening. And until then, my friends,